Hey everyone, it's Kak Zane. Okay, so you know how everyone's obsessed with living alone? Like, it's the ultimate freedom, right? And don't get me wrong, it totally can be. But there are also of things nobody really tells you about, stuff I wish I knew before I moved out. So, today, I'm spilling all the tea on living solo, and because I'm all about that extra helpful content, I'm throwing in some everyday English phrases you can totally use in real life. Let's do this! Let's be real guys, living alone means paying for yourself. And trust me, those bills add up. We're talking rent, utilities, groceries, that daily iced coffee you can't live without. It's a lot. That's why having a budget is key. Like seriously, don't just wing it. Figure out how much money you're bringing in each month and then track your spending. There are tons of apps for that, by the way. Once you know where your money's going, you can decide where to cut back. Okay, cooking for one can be a blessing and a curse. On one hand, you can literally eat whatever you want, whenever you want. Pizza for breakfast? Go for it. Leftover birthday cake? Don't mind if I do. But, cooking for one can also be a recipe for takeout every night, which, let's be honest, gets expensive and kinda sad after a while. My advice, find a few easy recipes you actually like and can make without too much effort. Think one-pan meals, pasta dishes, that kind of thing. Oh, and pro tip, invest in some good Tupperware. Leftovers are your best friend when you're living solo. Chapter 3. Home maintenance calling my landlord for... Okay, this one's a biggie. When you live alone, you're on your own for all those little, and sometimes not so little, household issues that pop up. Clogged sink, busted light bulb, weird noise coming from the fridge. Yep, that's all you now, but don't freak out, there are tons of resources out there to help you channel your inner handyman, or woman obviously. YouTube tutorials are a lifesaver, and honestly it's pretty empowering to know how to fix things yourself. Plus it'll save you a ton of money on calling a professional for every little thing. Chapter 4. Social life, lonely island, or party of one. Living alone doesn't have to mean being lonely, okay? It's so easy to get caught up in your own little world when you're living solo, but trust me, maintaining a social life is crucial. Make time for friends, family, even just grabbing coffee with a coworker. Having those connections is so important for your mental health and well-being. And honestly, sometimes it's just nice to have someone to talk to after a long day, you know? Chapter 5. Self-care. Treat yourself and your apartment. Okay, this is my favorite part. Living alone means you get to create your own little sanctuary, a space that's totally you. So, go all out. Decorate it in a way that makes you happy, buy those fancy candles you've been eyeing, and create a self-care routine that makes you feel like the royalty you are. Whether it's a nightly face mask, a relaxing bath, or just curling up with a good book, make time for yourself. You deserve it. Outro, that's a wrap on living alone for now. So there you have it, the good, the bad, and the wait nobody told me about, of living alone. It's definitely an adventure, but it's also totally doable, especially with a little preparation and a lot of self-love. Remember guys, living alone is a journey, not a destination. It's about figuring out what works for you, embracing the freedom, and maybe ordering pizza in your pajamas every now and then. No judgment here.